What's up, y'all? It's Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, it's just a kind of chill, kind of vlog kind of day. Not really doing any particular makeup. I do have a palette I want to try that I just got in the mail yesterday, and this is from Viseart, and this is the Warm Edit palette. I just got this in the mail. I ordered it from Sephora during the spring sale. Order got lost. I got it yesterday, so kind of figured I would try this out. But today we just gonna have some chit chat about what's been going on in my world. And so grab some wine, grab your coffee, grab your water. I got my water right here. So if you want to just chill out with me for a few minutes and see what's going on in my world while I try on some new makeup, I hope that you will keep watching. So this spring has brought forth a ton of changes in my life. Some really, really good. Some not so great. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I know that a lot of my audience is women over like 30, 35 or what have you, mostly Black women, I believe. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about being a Black woman in corporate America, right? I am 45. I have been working in some form or fashion of corporate America since I was 20, I want to say. I think 20. And I had a job at a bank and their legal department. So it was real stuffy, real button up, suit and tie every day. You had to wear business suits. You had to wear pantyhose. So that was like my first experience into corporate America when I was 20. And since then, you know, I've been working in various aspects of corporate America until recently. And as of April, I'm no longer working for anybody else, I should say, especially in a corporate space, I should say that. So it's really been, corporate America wore me out. I will say it like that. Corporate America has wrung me out to dry. I have worked in many, many fields, many, many offices. Like I said, 20, 25 years, that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I've pretty much had office jobs in some form or fashion since I started. And from the casual to the super uptight to the suit and tie to being in a position of management to being a worker to being an admin, all over the spectrum, I've done it all. But it is something that happens in corporate America for a Black woman. And I know that women as a whole have different experiences, sexism and things like that in the workspace. I know that. I'm talking about Black women in particular because I'm Black and I'm a woman, and I'm speaking of our experiences that I know that some of us share when it comes to corporate America. Having to code switch, meaning turning on and off from being in the office to being outside. If I can give you an example, do y'all know the show Insecure? And remember, I think it was like the first or second season when Molly had that young intern in the law office, and her name was like Rashida or something like that. And she was kind of loud or whatever. She had personality in the office, but she got along with people. The white woman boss came to Molly and was like, yo, you need to talk to her. And Molly was, embarrassed. Like, why is she so loud? Why we always got to be the loud ones? Yada, yada, yada. It put both of them in a position of uncomfortableness, but that is a prime example of one of the many things that Black women have to do in the workplace. We have to, quote unquote, tame ourselves down, because if we're too excitable, if we're just, too, I don't want to say loud and ghetto and all that. I don't like that. If we're just being Black women, and you know how Black women, we could talk and we could talk stuff and all that, it could be seen by those who are not Black, or those who are Black and want to put on that appearance of, fitting into the corporate space as us being too loud or whatever. On the other spectrum, you have someone like me who keeps to themselves at work for the most part. You know, you talk to your coworkers and things like that. You're not completely shut off, but you have boundaries. You have very clear boundaries about, you know, working and being in the workspace. You don't share a lot. I'm not the person that shares a ton of personal information at work. And when I first started years ago in an office, I was open, you know, having people over to the house, and it took one situation for that to bite me in my ass, and I never did it again. So I was like, you know what? I tried to play the game many times of being, you know, the open girl in corporate and one of the good ones or whatever, and it never worked, and it's not even my style, right? So I have long stopped since playing those type of games in a workspace. I do not go along to get along. Like I said, I'm 45 years old. I've been doing this for 25 years in offices with all white men, offices with old white women, offices with Southern people who have limited ideas, offices with young people, offices with all Black people, or the majority of Black people. And even then, it was all still pretty much the same, right? And I have fully embraced that I am a creative. I'm a creative. And when I started switching that to going towards my creative endeavors and really putting my all into doing my creative things with makeup, with blogging, everything just kind of shifted for me in a way that was like, I don't have the career aspirations to advance in a corporate position like I once did before, because that is not my ideal of work. You feel me? I hope that I'm sure it makes sense, but I'm just saying. So like when that mind shift happened, and I think it was pretty much during the pandemic. You remember that video I made last year when the pandemic first hit? It was like the end of March, April-ish, and it was like, oh, I'm good at home, and I'm still good at home. But where my disconnect happened, for me, this portion, 2021, has been the rougher part of the pandemic for me. It has been the part that has been the most challenging, and I think it was because of the work situation that I was in, and it was because with everything going on with life, you know, I have aging parents that don't live near me, family stuff, personal things, and you were still expected to perform at the most high level at a job that you did not enjoy or were not passionate about. It wasn't something that, you know, you were helping somebody. You were literally just doing things to ensure that the people above you made more money, therefore making the company money. Wore me out. Okay. And just, you know, being Black, being a woman, I talk to women who are also in situations such as myself in offices and different types of environments, and they say the same thing. It wears you out because you can't be too much of one thing. You can't truly be yourself. You have to straddle that fence of really being yourself, not laughing too loud, not changing your hairstyle too often, because you'll get the questions. This is the word I'm looking for, the microaggressions that come with working in a corporate space as a Black woman. You change your hair, it's a whole form. I remember last year before the pandemic hit, I was in the office and it was like February, right around Valentine's Day, and I got braids in my hair. I came back from Valentine's Day weekend with braids. And no lie, no less than 5 people came to my desk, specifically to my desk, to come over and ask, can they touch my hair? How did you get that done so fast? Did your hair grow? Literally in 2020, they were asking, did my hair grow that long? And it's like, you're expected to just be so friendly and like, oh, you know, oh God. And I'm that person, like, I literally had to tell these 2 people, don't touch my hair. Like, don't reach for my face in any capacity. But when you do that and you're setting clear boundaries, then you're angry or you're antisocial or you're not a part of the team, not participating. And it wears you out. It just wears you down. And it wore me down. And, you know, of course, it's a scary thing to be unemployed. It is scary, especially now, even more so with the pandemic. It's still a pandemic going on. And while things are, quote unquote, opening up, you still have this uncertainty. And I'm not one to always roll with uncertainty. I know how to ride that wave. But once you get past the initial, like, whew, thank God that shit is done. I don't have to play them games no more. I don't have to smile on a call when I don't feel like it. I don't have to turn my camera on, you know, and be asked about my t-shirt that says Black Girls Are Magic. I'm at home. I don't need them peering over my shoulder. You know, it was just all too much. And where I worked at previously, they were very much everybody beef family. We're a family. And so being a family, they expected to know all of your business. And when you protected yourself and your business, it was seen as being anti. And when it started to creep into my home, because I was working from home, when it started to come into my home and my peace was interrupted where I lay my head, even after I logged off, I knew this is not it. This is never going to work for me. So yeah, essentially, you know, it wore me out. Corporate America will wear your ass out. And if you Black and as a woman have ever worked in the office, I know you know what I'm talking about. So yeah. That's pretty much where I am right now. This palette is gorgeous. If you can see these colors that I'm putting on, it's really a pretty earth tone, warm tone palette. This one broke. It was broken when it came in the mail, so I kind of had to clean it up. And it kind of fell over into these two, so the colors look darker, but I'm using this color right now. These two are what I've been using. But yeah, but I'm ready to, and I have been fully leaning into my gift and my time of being a full-time creator until I find other work. Because for me at this point in my life where I am, I'm working to fund my dream. Sorry, not sorry. I'm working to fund my dream of being, you know, the blogger, the creator, leaning into my blog. I've been blogging like crazy, Instagramming like crazy. I'm getting back to these weekly vlogs on YouTube and recording. And wow, you know, I have a lot of uncertainty going on. One thing is for certain is that I don't take my gifts for granted, and I'm not taking this time for granted in any way. I'm very excited about the possibilities, and I'm excited about the possibilities more than I am fearful of the uncertainty of not having right at this moment a steady paycheck. I feel more relief than anything I have anyway in these last few weeks, because as I said, corporate America wore me out. I was not in a rush to, you know, be open and transparent and with a group of people who thought it was funny to pass out MAGA hats for Christmas gifts or like as a Secret Santa gift. True story. That's what I've been dealing with, you know, and I am more excited about possibilities than I am terrified of the unknown of income. Though I don't attend a church regularly, I do have a very strong sense of self and a very strong sense of faith that I know that things work out. They just do. They just do. So you know, expect to see a lot more of me here on YouTube in these next coming weeks. And for how long, but really just jumping into and embracing, that's really pretty, embracing my time to be a creative. That's what I'll be doing. Okay, so this is so far. I am vlogging on my Canon camera, and I have a softbox light behind me and a ring light kind of over here. And I know that the past couple videos that I've uploaded, they've kind of been a little dark. So I'm still trying to figure out the lighting. When I record, it looks amazing on my viewfinder. The light is great. Somehow by the time it gets to YouTube, it looks like I have a shadow of some sort. So I'm still adjusting to the lighting situation. When I'm not filming on my iPhone, I'm filming on my Canon. I'm still trying to adjust to that and stuff like that. So y'all rolling with me, and I appreciate you watching. I really do. Should I do this color? I think, or like this one. It's either these or these. Do I even need a shimmer? Let's do something matte. I'm gonna keep it matte. I'm gonna do this yellow. I'm gonna do this yellow on here. So yeah, that's pretty much my journey right now. And I wanted to share. I wasn't going to share. I will be honest. I wasn't going to share because, like I said, when it comes to private things, I'm a pretty private person. Even with me being on social media, it's still controlled as to what, you know, you see from me. But I know, and you know, it was suggested like maybe you should blog about it, because I know you're not the only one going through this. And I was like, yeah, but you know how that can be. You know, you want to kind of shield yourself from any judgment, and from me even judging myself, you know, being at this big age during the pandemic and unemployed, but extremely happy. How did that work? I don't know, but I'm just glad that the environment that I was in, I'm not there no more, because it was really wreaking havoc even on my nervous system, to the point where on a Sunday night, even working from home on a Sunday night, I would get the shakes, because I knew I was going to have to get up and log in to have endless meetings on a Monday morning about nothing that I cared about. I was completely checked out. And now I'm completely tuned in to me and what I really want to do and what I'm getting clear on, and honing and leaning into my gifts as a whole, you know. And I watched a live, was it a live? I forget. I think it was her newsletter. A content creator who has been an influencer for a long time. Her name is Maddie James. And in her newsletter, she said, I want the yes more than I'm scared of the no. And I was like, man, if that doesn't sum it up perfectly, like I said, of course, the uncertainty in a pandemic and things like that is hella scary. I'm not even gonna front, because I'm doing this shit on my own, life shit on my own, right? But I am happy because the things that I have been wanting to do with my creative ventures and stuff like that, I now have a chance to fully lean into that. The time, the mindset, the patience, because it will be times when you got off work and you were just like, I don't feel like doing anything, even though I have 5 products on my desk right now to review. I don't feel like doing it, because I have to come down and come back into myself, take off the mask after a long day, and really come back into myself. So I don't have that at the moment. So I am fully, truly, transparently leaning into all that I have to offer myself, honoring my gifts, putting my gifts out into the world, pitching brands, blogging about products, trying new things, taking photos, getting to know my camera, really embracing my time right now as a full-time creative. And I think that's pretty dope. So I kept the eye pretty simple. Kind of looks like a sunset in here anyway. I added some NYX eyeliner to the top. It's a little more creamier than I expected, so my line came out a little thicker. I'm gonna fix it before I take any photos of this look. Like right here, this came out a little bit raggedy. I'm gonna fix it though. But yeah, I'm lining my waterline very lightly. I've come to find that as I got older, I don't like black eyeliner on my under eye. It always end up looking like raccoon. So I always use a brown or a gray eyeliner to line my eyes because it's a little bit softer. And I have really bad allergies right now. Pollen is not letting up anytime soon. So I take my eyeliner on the bottom very lightly. I kind of messed up on this eyeliner. I can see it all the way in this mirror. So let's just fix that. But yeah, y'all, that's where I am right now with life. And it's that weirdness. This I have on Fenty, this one, the hydrating pro filter. I haven't worn foundation in weeks. I've been wearing skin tint, like the Fenty skin tint, or I've been making my own tinted moisturizers by putting foundation and lotion, moisturizer, and wearing that. So I have on this Fenty foundation, and to me it just looks mad heavy. I don't know if it's just because I haven't been wearing foundation, but looking at it, it looks hella heavy. Also, I'm not wearing lashes because, as I just mentioned, my allergies are cutting the fool. And the last time I wore lashes, it kind of gave me a little reaction up here. And I think it had to do with me like rubbing and stuff. So I've been rubbing my eyes. So I'm not wearing lashes. I am going to try out this Maybelline Sky High. There it is. Mascara. And this is in the shade Very Black because I'm very black. So I got this yesterday for a blog post that I'm writing tomorrow, which will be Friday, about trying out some new drugstore mascaras. So I'm going to try this Maybelline Sky High. It's supposed to be all the rage. Another TikTok trend that's got this mascara selling out everywhere. And I finally found it on Walmart yesterday. And I'm just opening it. Whoops. And I don't have a lot of lashes as is, but this is really nice. Can y'all see that? Let's put it. I cannot find my eyelash curler to save my life. I don't know. I need to find my eyelash curler because I know. It's nice though. Ooh, yeah. I can see why that's kicking. That's only one coat. I can see it even when I move back. Wow. So, yeah. We're going to try some more of that in a minute. But let's move on to some... I don't have anything on my cheeks, so let's try... What haven't we tried? I don't think I've worn the Rare Beauty on camera yet, have I? Let's do some bronzer first. I'm going to take the Vacay from Fenty. No, that's Minted. I'm going to take Islanding from Fenty. And I'm going to put that on as my bronzer. This will be that's nice. This is not going to be a super edited video either because we're just chit-chatting and we're talking and we're just chopping it up on a Thursday. So I'm going to use, after the bronzer, this cream blush from e.l.f. I've only kind of tapped into this one. This is one of the e.l.f. putty blushes, and this is in the shade Bahamas. Y'all know how I feel about orange and coral blush. You have to have them in your collection. If you are a brown skinned woman, you need a coral blush. I'm just saying. Experts recommend. Me, I'm the expert. Having a coral blush, that's pretty. Yeah, that's real nice. So yeah, that's what's going on in my world. Lots and lots of updates, but I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest, man. Corporate America this year, Jesus Christ. Like, we in a pandemic, y'all. Y'all still are going on and on about crap that doesn't mean a thing. And you know what? On some really real when the protests were happening big time last year, from the video that quote unquote woke America up, videos that black people have been seeing for years, seeing our killings on camera repeatedly at the hands of the police. You know, we were at home, we were working at home, and I was glad because, like I said, this was a group of folks that gave out MAGA hats. So when all of this happened, it was a difficult time, and I was just very glad that I did not have to face anyone at that time being in the office, because I would not, even now with everything going on, with the killings that are back to back to back, having to be looked at as the person that's going to explain, or having to hide your rage and your hurt and your anger to get your work done. And I was just very thankful that I didn't have to be around people, and don't right now, when you are trying to process and seeing us get killed on TV every day for no reason. And even if a crime happened to be committed, which it always 9 times out of 10 comes out that nothing was, it was perceived, it's still hard to watch. And oh, this is the Fenty Glow, the original. And that was a Mented Cosmetics lip pencil. I think it's in the shade Nude La La. So it is tough enough being a black person existing, just trying to exist in the world, but adding the stress on of being expected to perform at a high rate every day, when you are seeing people slaughtered in the street, when you are dealing with blatant racism, when you're dealing with the pandemic, you're dealing with isolation and not being able to see people up until just now. It's a lot. It's a lot. And top of all of that with just not being happy, child, corporate America wore me out. This is the Milani Make It Last spray. I'm almost out of it, but this is currently my favorite setting spray. I have to set it because that foundation feels so heavy right now. I can tell I haven't been wearing foundation, but this is just a very soft, everyday look. But that Viseart palette is bomb. Oh my God. OMG, that is nice. So yeah, that's it. Thursday vlogging with Lydia Marie. So thanks so much for tuning in. I will be back with another vlog, probably doing some unboxing of products that I have, things I need to try. I'm looking, everything is kind of like here to my left, and I have myself in a frame where you can't see the chaos that is to my left. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, let me just state this: these are my opinions, my experiences as a black woman. So keep it cute and respectful if you choose to leave a comment below. But let me know how you dig in this vlogging series. This is the first of many. Like I said, I'm fully getting into it, embracing my time here, using my camera, filming, getting back to YouTube, which is absolutely my first love. So yeah, thanks for rocking with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Feel free to check out all the other videos that I have uploaded in this past month, which have been quite a few. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and on my blog, because I truly do release a ton of information on those two outlets as well. So until next time, guys, see ya, be safe, have a good day, and I will check in with y'all very, very soon.